Hey guys, Scott with Heritage Farms, Texas. Well, here we are. We're back at it again on the New Holland 5060. And what are we doing? It's 2 days before Thanksgiving. And you guessed it, here we are, round 2. This is telephone 1. This is what we call the hay meadow, which is the highway frontage. And we can see my buddy Dale is here with his Kubota 9960 tractor pulling the John Deere disc. So this is round 2 of putting out winter ryegrass. You can see we're doing the exact same thing as before. We are dragging the harrow. He's actually running over this and disking it up just a couple of inches, maybe 3 inches. We come over it with the harrow that we're pulling behind, and we're actually broadcast spraying the ryegrass. And as you can tell, maybe it's a dark, cloudy overhead day. And we got a fine drizzle. We're supposed to get rain tonight, and then also the possibility is on Thursday and Friday after, Friday and Saturday after Thanksgiving, pretty good chance of rain. So trying to get all of this seeded. This pasture right here is about a 40-acre pasture. Trying to get this seeded and done and moving on. So more to follow. Well, we're making progress. We're getting a steady rain, which is probably really good for the seed. You know, all kidding aside, can't be much wrong with that. So we're just kind of cruising on here, man. We're doing pretty good, chugging along. So the plan is, you know, we like to keep, come calving season, we'll start having calves probably the middle of January going into February. Hopefully March, April at the latest, at the very latest. But what we're hoping is, we like this pasture right here to put the cows in when they get ready to calf, because there's really nowhere for them to hide. You got the barn they can get in. There's a couple of trees in the back there, but it's real easy to find them. And especially if you got heifers that have any problems, we can get them up to the corral at the barn. Super easy. We used to calve over in that area because there was a lot of nice wind breaks. But let me tell you what, there was issues over there with a creek, and over the years we've actually lost one calf that died in the creek, where the mom had it literally right on the creek bank. There was a good old Texas flood come through an inch or two, and calf rolled off in the creek bank, couldn't get out, froze and drowned basically. So ever since then I had a second one that did it, and I just so happened to be here the morning she fell in the creek, and all I saw was her head sticking out of water. And I was able to drag her around. It was like 38 degrees. It was a miserable morning, and we saved that calf. That was one of my shining moments. But ever since then, I'm getting smarter. So, you know, when you put that many cows in here for that period of time, it's really going to take its toll on this ryegrass that we plant. So I'm going to come in here and string some electric wires through here, and we're going to do a little Greg Judy rotational grazing on this 40-acre tract. We'll put them into like little 12-acre strips or something, and we'll move them from one to the other every 2 or 3 days and give this ryegrass a chance to recover some. It's still going to be overgrazed probably, but you know, anything we can do to help out, that's the plan. So there you go. You can see a couple of these little fall calves that we had born. They're pretty good looking little rascals, I have to say. Here's the mamas, or one of the mamas, 2 of the mamas. Their body condition looks pretty good for this time of year, all things considered. And then up here, what do we have up here? We got a couple of steers in here, and a couple of heifers. So there you go. We are at it today. There's the overhead feed bin, Southwest Fabricators. You gotta love those guys. Look at these. These guys always get right in front of the tractor, and it's like bowling pins. They will not move until you get within a foot of them. I'm always scared to death that I'm gonna hit one. Look at this guy. But they finally get out of the way. They try to call your bluff. You know, it's a game of who's bigger and who's stronger, I guess. But it is what it is. Knock on wood, I haven't hit one yet, but I've come pretty close, I have to admit. All right, guys, there you go. It is one cold, rainy, ugly looking day here in Telephone, Texas. Cold front came through, and it's probably 50 degrees and drizzle. And but hey, you know what? It's a good day to be in the tractor. Got my Apple iTunes Texas party music mix playing, and having a pretty good day, man. More to follow. Okay, guys. Well, the good news, it's drizzling, raining, cold, all the stuff that ryegrass loves. The bad news is we're about a month late in putting out the ryegrass seed, but that's beside the point. We're making the best of the situation. It's Thanksgiving week. It's Tuesday, and glory be to God. We have got some rain, which we must desperately need it. We got this opportunity to work a couple of days here before Thanksgiving, so trying to make the most of it. And we're slinging some seed. You know, it's not going quite as far as I wanted it to, and I apologize, man. You guys probably can't see out the window, but it's raining pretty good, and we did get smart. We put a tarp over our seed basket, put a wire mesh on it, and then hooked some bungee straps to it to hold it down. So at least we're keeping our seed from getting wet. Last week it was misting and drizzling on it, and we had problems and had to open the hopper a little bit wider than normal just to get the seed to come out because it was wet. This time around, you can see, you know, what is it? Necessity is the mother of all inventions. There you go. I'll spit it out here one of these days. But anyway, that's what we're doing. We are slinging ryegrass and disking and harrowing. And the cows are just really upset because they're used to the blue tractor coming in and feeding them and no feed. So, hey, that's what we're doing. Okay, guys. Well, there we are. We are out, and we are getting closer to the road. But, man, this has been a slow road, to say the least. So, we are out here just plugging away, trying to make some progress. You can kind of see where we've been and where we haven't been, and what's going on, but goodness gracious, man. It's raining, which is great on the seed. Makes it a little challenging when you have to get up and stretch your legs or refill the hopper or everything else. So, but we're working at it. We're digging along. Well, I was going to actually film the sunset, but it got away from me before I could actually get over there to film it. So, my apologies. We have been going since 12 o'clock today, and it's it is 5:15. So there you go, 5 hours and 15 minutes, and we've almost finished the 40 acres. So here at the front of Telephone 1, and man, what a long day. We've actually done really good. I don't know if you guys can see it in here, but we've disked up. This pasture has not been disked in probably, I don't know, forever. It's been that long. So for us to come in here and disc it, we did probably a little bit more aggressive than we thought we were going to do, but we're dragging the harrow behind it. We're putting out some seeds. Give you a little snapshot here, see if I can open the window and you can kind of see what's going on down there, how we're putting it out. And we're making progress. So that is the plan right now, man. Golly, it's just been one of those days. It just keeps going and going and going, and daylight is burning. You know, this time of year, man, by 5:30 it's dark. So we've got the headlights turned on the tractor, and I am out here just working. So, all right, more to follow, guys. Well, we're running out of daylight. We've got the lights on the the New Holland. See, we got the lights. We had to make a temporary rain cover because we've been putting out seed in the rain most of the day. The cows back there are not happy at all. But hey, we're going after it. I'm almost finished. Just putting the finishing touches on the 40 acres. Making the last couple of rounds, trying to use up the seed we have. So it's been a good day. Thanks, guys. Hey guys, Scott with Heritage Farms, Texas. Well, here it is. It's Wednesday morning, and on my way, actually been to Big Country in Paris, Texas, picked up some additional ryegrass seed. Thought I would show you what the scenery looks like here. So close to Telephone, there's a couple of really nice state parks. A little bit on the small side, but that's okay. So the first one here is Caddo. This is a coffee mill. And you can actually see a little bitty lake, not a lot to it, but hey, it's all right. And then you'll come on up here, and this is all government land. And this is one of the problems. Our hog damage is so bad. It's part of the Caddo National Grasslands park system. And one of the reasons the hogs are so bad at Telephone 2 and Telephone 1 is that you have thousands of acres of government land here that basically almost connects to our property. It's like a super highway, if you will, going in there. So you have the one little lake, and then you'll come up here in just a minute, and then you got actually Crockett, I think, up here. And but yeah, this is just a beautiful scenic road through here. You can see, well, you actually can't see the lakes right over there, but anyway, we'll come up here and take a look at the other one. But thought you guys just might like to see what the drive is like and what the scenery in this area. And you can see right there is another entrance. There's Crockett. That's Lake Crockett right there. And just all kinds of stuff around here. They have a couple of places, campgrounds set up for horse trails. So any given weekend down here, you'll see a lot of those really fancy horse trailers that have the living quarters in them, and people come down and camp out and spend the weekend with their horse and ride the trails. And just kind of a neat area, I guess. I've never had the opportunity to do it. I'm not a horse guy, but hey, whatever floats your boat, right? So anyway, thought I'd just kind of share this little drive with you. And so it is currently 8:31 on Wednesday morning. So I've already made it over to the store, picked up the ryegrass seed, picked up the essentials, and now I'm heading back. And with any luck, maybe as early as 9:30, I doubt it, but maybe by 10 o'clock this morning, we'll be disking, harrowing, and slinging seed. Again, say that fast 3 times. But all right, guys, thought I'd just kind of share some scenery with you. Looky here, you can see we got the deer hunters out this morning. So there's one in the woods somewhere trying to get a Bambi. So we'll see what happens. Hey, all right, guys, more to follow today, but we have a full day on the calendar trying to get everything done. My daughter is down. She's actually painting fence post over on that new fence project we did. We put out OSPO, and we were hoping we weren't going to have to do anything with it, but let me tell you what, after a couple of days, man, that stuff oxidized the metal and sealed the metal, and it turned white and just not very attractive. So she's got a little project going this morning with some Sherwin-Williams paint and industrial paint primer, and she's working on that. So all right, we're coming up here through this little bottom. I thought I would share this with you, man. Look at the deer hunters that are out and about already this morning. So they like this little area. That's the only downside. It's public land, so you know it's open to anybody, man. As long as you've got a hunting license and a willingness to get out there in the woods with a bunch of other hunters, it's free game. So there you go. All right, guys, more to follow today. We got work to do. Okay, well, we're back from the feed store. We got the seed. We are already at it again. You can see Dale is back on the Kubota. We've got some cows here that are just really upset that we haven't been feeding them. And they don't understand why the blue tractor is out in the pasture and we haven't gave them anything to eat. You can see them over here coming in from this side also. Apologize on how rough the camera is. Hog damage. What can I say? We're having to deal with it the best we can. All right, so what do we have here? So this is the back side of what we call Telephone 1. On the front side of Telephone 1, we have the pecan orchard, the barn. We have the open 40 acres that's on the highway frontage. So this is the back side, and when I say the back side, there is a creek that literally divides this property. So we call it Telephone 1 East and Telephone 2 West, following our nomenclature. But anyway, so that's what we're doing. We're around here hitting this pretty hard. So this little patch right here is, I don't know, 4 acres maybe. could possibly be 5. I think it's more like 4. And we are going through here and just working away at it. So that is what we're working on. And more to follow. We got a good rain last night on the 40 acres that we did yesterday. Got a really good rain on it, so that should really set. The cold front came through. Temperatures are cooler. Supposed to get some more rain on maybe Friday of this week. Good opportunity. And Saturday. And then next week we're going to have some really cool temperatures. So hoping to get this project wrapped up today. All right, guys, more to follow. Doing a little disking. So this is the middle section of telephone 1 on the back side. I think there's probably like 20 acres or so in here. So that's what we're doing. You can see the cattle are up in front of us. They think they're getting to go to another pasture up here, and they're going to be highly disappointed. Hey guys, well, here we are. It is 12:30. We're actually chugging along pretty good. This is a pasture I normally don't show you guys much of. This is telephone 1, the back side. So if you can think on the other side of these woods, right over there is the pecan orchard. Over here is where we were last night on the highway frontage, and we have this creek and tree line that runs down the middle. The trees are about 100 yards wide, ballpark, give or take a little. Maybe the width of a football field. But anyway, I normally don't show you guys much about this side of the pasture. Not a whole lot to see. I mean, it's a nice pasture. A little rough, hog damage. Shocker, I know. But anyway, so what are we doing, man? We are putting out ryegrass seed. Dale is this. He's faster than I am. And it is so rough here. I'm dragging the harrow and throwing seed. And we're putting out Marshall ryegrass today. And we're about to move into the very back pasture and make some progress there. But all right, man, we're operating on multiple fronts today. I got my oldest daughter down, having a great dad-daughter weekend, and she's out doing me a huge benefit. She is painting all of the end post and stretch post on that last fence project we did. So hey, so far it's been a good Wednesday. Looking forward to Thanksgiving tomorrow and taking a chance to just take a day off and do absolutely nothing but stuff myself. Watch a little Dallas Cowboy football, and if I'm really lucky, I'm hoping there's a nap on the agenda. Hey guys, glory be to God, more to follow. Texas. Well, here it is. It's Friday after Thanksgiving. Hope everybody had a great Thanksgiving. We are working on, you know, we put out all this ryegrass. This is the front pasture. Get on out and show you guys. Good morning, guys and gals. All right, so this is the front pasture here that we put out ryegrass on, you know, just the day before Thanksgiving. And I don't know, maybe I'm just optimistic, maybe it's just me, but it sure looks like it's getting green fast, but that's probably wishful thinking. It's still been kind of warm. We're gonna get our first freeze here pretty soon, but I don't know if you can tell, but way up there, just right of the barn is a gate. Pretty much divides this pasture in half. This one side's got water, there's water at the barn. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna leave this section over here up and let it get developed, let it get about 6 or 8 inches high, maybe 10 inches high. Then we'll put the cattle over there and give this chance over here to rest. And we'll come in here and basically we'll put another hot wire around that side of the pool when we get ready to put them over here. That way they can have access to the pool for water. So it goes back this way. You can see the neighbor's house over there and comes back up here. So that's what we're working on today, or that's one of the jobs. Today is the day after Thanksgiving. We've been going so hard on all these big major projects. I just really don't want any major work today, so I'm doing a lot of little things along the way just to get some stuff shored up, if you will. So let's ride on up here and we'll take a look at the charger. So sorry how rough it is, but you know, it's a lot of hog damage through here. Plus we just got through disking it. We really need a rain on it that would help it smooth out a little bit, but we'll see. We will see. So about to get really serious on a lot of cattle stuff coming up. We got to bangs, vaccinate some heifers. I got to do my sort. I'm moving them into 3 separate groups. One group of cattle is going to be under the age of 2. One group of cattle is going to be from 2 to about 4. And then I'll have another group of cattle that'll be 5 to 8 in that regard. So my herd is definitely getting younger. I wish it was getting larger, but I've been culling a lot, basically because I need the cash to keep things flowing. But at the same time, I really don't need these old cows around. So here you go. I want you to look at that cow. What a great mama. She is a great mama. Got a great looking calf. All right. So we'll come up here, show you the charger and the setup. So that took about an hour and 20 minutes to string up. I used to be faster at this. Or let me back up. I'm getting faster at this. I haven't been doing a lot of it. So we're using the Stayfix SXS charger, solar charger. If you remember in one of my previous videos, let's turn this bad boy on. It should be, there you go. It's blinking, so we're charging. So what we do here, whoa, Houston, we got a problem. Man down. All right, sorry about that, guys. So we use this charger, comes down here. You know, the red wire connects to the wire. We put a jumper wire right here, which goes from the hot wire around the T-post. This is an insulator. And then we just put a little metal loop right here that this actually connects to. So you can see the black wire is connecting to that metal loop. We come up here, that's a spring-loaded handle. And now this gate section over to the fence is live and it is hot. We have a ground. I use sucker rods, drive them in the ground about 3 feet, leave 1 foot up so I can wrap a chain around it with the tractor and pull it out when I get ready to move it. But there you go, guys. Electric wire fencing, rotational grazing, Heritage Farms, Texas. Greg Judy would be proud.